Welcome to Finance with Avery. In this video, I'm going to give you a brief overview of the top 10 savings accounts ranked by APY annual percentage yield for July 2023. And I'll also give you an estimate of how much interest will be paid in a month if you had a certain amount of money in these accounts, and give a brief background of information on the banks and financial institutions themselves. So if they're new to you, if you haven't heard much about them, so you'll learn a little bit more about them as well. So there has been a change of the lineup in this ranking from the last time I did one of these videos a couple of months ago. So I try to do the top 10 savings account videos every other month because these rates have definitely been changing for these accounts. Like I say, there's a new number one. There is a couple of ties in this list. So yeah, there's definitely been some change ups in the rankings with the top 10 savings accounts. And before I get to the ranking, I want to give some information of what all these accounts have in common, as well as some of the requirements that they must meet in order to make it on my ranking list right here. And now the first requirement, which is the most important to me, is that the account has to be FDIC insured. And FDIC stands for Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, which is an independent U.S. government agency that protects monetary deposit accounts. And so what that is basically is that the money you have in these banks and these financial institutions are protected up to a certain amount. Usually it's $250,000. However, some financial institutions protect more than that, like $1 million or $2 million. And so what they do is they spread your cash deposits into different banks, and that's how they get more than that $250,000 protection for you, up to $1 million, $2 million sometimes. And there's some accounts in this list that have that, and I'll go over those when we get to those certain accounts right there. And so the next requirement is that none of these accounts have a monthly maintenance fee. So there's no $4.95, $5, $3, or anything attached to these accounts where you have to pay a certain amount or basically have it taken from your balance to have an account with these financial institutions and with these banks. No monthly maintenance fees. And then next up, the APY, the annual percentage yield, is variable and subject to change because these accounts are not fixed yields. If you want a fixed APY, then it'll be better to do a certificate of deposit. And I have videos on those kind of accounts and everything, and I do those monthly as well. But for these accounts, where I have these savings accounts, the APY is variable, which means it is subject to change. It's not fixed. And typically right now, the trajectory that these savings accounts are on is that it's been raising every month or every 2 months. These accounts have been raising their APY and their interest rates. So the APY that you see right here on this video today is what it would be like as of now. This is a couple days ago for some of these. Some of these may have already raised their rate by the time this video uploads, because I've had that happen before, like the next day, and one of these accounts raised their APY, and I have to kind of, sometimes I'll put it in the comments, hey, so-and-so raised their APY to this, so they would be numbered this on the list now. But so these APYs are variable, so it's not really like you're locking in this APY. You'll get whatever APY the account is at. So right now, for instance, if you open an account with one of these that has a 4% APY, well, your money will be making that 4% APY, that annual percentage yield, and the interest rate is usually a little bit lower than that, like 3.9 or something like that. So for example, if the account raises the APY next month, next week, tomorrow, or anything like that, you'll be obtaining that new APY for the money in your account. However, on the other spectrum is that if they lower the APY, then you'll be getting that lower APY on your money in the account. And so that is just what I wanted to let you know. The APY is variable and subject to change. However, the trajectory has been on is that either these accounts have been staying the same high APY for these high yield savings accounts, or they've been increasing the APY. And so the next requirement is that for these accounts, there are no monthly minimum balance required to avoid fees, because you do have accounts out there that have a certain minimum, like you have to have at least $100 or $1,000 in the account at all times, or else you will get that monthly maintenance fee or some kind of fee attached to your account. With these accounts right here, there is no monthly minimum balance required to avoid fees. And next up, this isn't necessarily a requirement, but this is something I wanted to notate for these accounts, is that some of these do have an initial deposit required to start these accounts. And this really isn't tied to that no monthly minimum balance, because for these accounts, they're saying that there's an initial deposit required for some of these accounts, and some of them don't have one at all. Some of them like $100, $1,000. And when we get to those specific accounts, I'll let you know what that initial deposit requirement is right there. Just want to notate that, because not all of these have just no, initial deposit requirements. There are some that do have an initial deposit requirement. All right, and now that we've gone over that section, let's jump into the top 10 list right here, starting with number 10. Bread Financial. Their high yield savings account has a 4.75% APY. There is a $100 minimum deposit required to open this account. So, for example, if you had $10,000 in this Bread Financial savings account, earning that 4.75% APY for 1 month, the total interest earned after that 1 month will be around $38.22. Now, Bread Financial is a financial services company offering simple, personalized payment, lending, and saving solutions. Bread Financial was formerly known as Alliance Data, which was formed by a combination of JCPenney's credit card processing unit and the Limited's credit card bank business. Alliance Data changed its name to Bread Financial Holdings in March 2022. Bread Savings is a product of the Community Capital Bank and was founded in 1996 with the headquarters in Columbus, Ohio. And at number 9, we have the Tab Bank High Yield Savings Account at 4.76% APY. There is no initial minimum deposit required to open this account. And for example, if you had $10,000 in this high yield savings account with Tab Bank, after 1 month, your total interest earned will be around $38.29. Tab Bank was founded in 1998 with the goal to offer banking services that focus on the trucking industry as a banking service located inside of truck stops. It still handles the specific banking needs of truck drivers and fleet operators, but the bank's products have expanded to also serve individual customers. Tab stands for Transportation Alliance Bank, and they're headquartered in Ogden, Utah. Coming in at number 8 is the Laurel Road High Yield Savings at 4.80% APY. Now, for example, if you had $10,000 in this Laurel Road High Yield Savings account at 4.80% APY, after 1 month, the total interest earned would be around $38.61. Laurel Road is a digital banking platform and brand of KeyBank that provides banking and lending solutions, including student loan refinancing, savings accounts, mortgages, personal loans, credit cards, and more. Laurel Road also has a focus on healthcare professionals and was founded in 2013 and became a part of KeyBank in 2019. KeyBank headquarters is in Cleveland, Ohio. And coming in at number 7 right here is the UFB Direct Premier Savings at 4.81% APY. There is no initial minimum deposit required to open this account. And for example, if you had $10,000 in this UFB Direct Premier Savings account at 4.81% APY, after a month, the total interest earned will be around $38.69. And if you wanted more information on this account with UFB Direct, I have a detailed video on my channel. I'll link it down in the description. And UFB Direct is a digital bank founded in 2000 that's a division of Axos Bank. UFB Direct offers deposit accounts and mortgages. Axos Bank was previously known as Bank of Internet USA until it rebranded as Axos in 2018. Axos Bank headquarters is in San Diego, California. And we have a tie here at number 6. First, we have the First Foundation Bank Online Savings Account at 4.85% APY. There is a minimum $1,000 initial deposit required to open this account. So for example, if you had $10,000 in the First Foundation Bank Online Savings Account at 4.85% APY, after a month, the total interest you would earn will be around $39. First Foundation Bank was founded in 2007. It was originally started to serve the clients of First Foundation Wealth Advisory business. First Foundation provides banking, financial planning, investment management, trust services, estate, and legacy planning. Their headquarters is in Irvine, California. And also tied at number 6 is the Valley Direct High Yield Savings Account at 4.85% APY. There's a minimum of $1 initial deposit required to open this account. And also same thing with this one. For an example, if you had $10,000 in this Valley Direct High Yield Savings earning 4.85% APY, after a month, the total interest earned will be around $39. Valley National Bancorp, doing business as Valley Bank, is a regional bank holding company headquartered in Wayne, New Jersey. Valley Bank was founded in 1927 as a Passaic Park Trust Company. The company has grown through numerous acquisitions in northern and central New Jersey and has become one of the largest commercial banks headquartered in New Jersey. And also tied here at number 6 is the Basque Bank Interest Savings Account at 4.85% APY. There is no initial minimum deposit required to open this account. And also with this one, if you had $10,000 in the Basque Bank Interest Savings Account earning 4.85% APY, after a month, the total interest you would earn would be around $39. The Basque Bank is an online bank that offers one savings account that earns interest and another that earns American Airlines miles. Basque Bank is a division of Texas Capital Bank, which was founded in 1998, and their headquarters is in Dallas, Texas. And at number 5 is the CIT Bank Platinum Savings Account at 4.95% APY. There is a $100 minimum initial deposit required to open this account. And for this account, that 4.9% APY is on balances of $5,000 and more. And if the balance is under $5,000 in this account, then your APY will be 0.25%. So major difference with this one. However, CIT Bank has another savings account called the Savings Connect account, where you can earn an APY of 4.60% with a minimum initial deposit of $100. So if you wanted a savings account with CIT Bank, but your balance is going to be under $5,000, it will be better to have that in the Savings Connect account, where you can earn 4.60%, because if you had under $5,000 in their Platinum Savings account, then you will only be getting that 0.25% APY. However, if you're going to have $5,000 or more in a savings account with CIT Bank, it will be better to have it in the Platinum Savings account right here, because you would earn 4.95% APY instead of the Savings Connect account with them, because that would only be 4.60% APY. So not that major of a difference, but it's definitely something later. So you might as well, you're missing out on some free money from interest. Basically, if you're going to have $5,000 or more, you might as well well go with the account that has the higher APY. For the purposes of this video, I'm highlighting the higher savings account that Platinum saves at 4.95%, because $5,000 at least, is an amount that people would, I feel like, would have in their savings account. If you want to have a, emergency fund of at least, 3 to 6 months of living expenses, then typically you're probably going to have more than $5,000, so that's why I'm highlighting this Platinum savings account instead of the other one. But I did want to mention that one for balances underneath $5,000. And so for, as an example, if you had $10,000 in the CIT Bank Platinum savings account earning that 4.95% APY, after a month, the total interest earned would be around $39.79. And CIT was founded in 1908 in St. Louis, Missouri. CIT stands for Commercial Investment Trust. After various ventures of acquisitions, being sold, and bankruptcy, CIT was acquired by First Citizens Bank shares in January 2022. CIT provides financing, cash management, treasury management, small business administration loans, mortgage loans, and more. CIT headquarters is in New York, New York. And at number 4 is the My Banking Direct High Yield Savings Account at 5% APY. There is a $500 minimum initial deposit required to open this account, and they're currently going through a redesign with their website. So as you saw what popped up on the screen there when I, talk about the APY, I kind of go to a different screen, the website of the actual banks and financial institutions. So you saw how it looks different than the logo right here on the screen. So you'll see maybe these different logos. I want to show right now on number 4, you see it, that's their older logo, but it's a website that I just showed on the screen earlier, has the newer design with a newer logo. So they're currently going through a redesign right now. And for an example with this one, if you had $10,000 in the My Banking Direct High Yield Savings at 5% APY, after a month, the total interest earned will be around $40.18. And My Banking Direct is a service of Flagstar Bank. New York Community Bank Corp is the parent company of Flagstar Bank, which is one of the largest regional banks in the country. The company is headquartered in Hicksville, New York, with regional headquarters in Troy, Michigan. New York Community Bank Corp was founded in 1859 as the Queens County Savings Bank and was the first savings bank chartered by the state of New York in the New York City borough of Queens. My Banking Direct offers checking, savings, and CD accounts. And at number 3 is the Salem 5 E1 savings account at 5.01% APY. There is a minimum $10 initial deposit required to open this account. And also some fine print with this account. It states that Salem 5 reserves the right to transfer balances over $1 million to a statement savings account, which currently earns an APY of 0.01%. So that's just something to keep in mind. If you're going to have over $1 million in this account, they may move the rest of that balance over to a different account, which would not be earning their current high APY of 5.01%. Instead, they would take that 5 off, and it would be 0.01%, a major difference right there. And so for an example with this account, if you had $10,000 in the Salem 5 E1 savings account, earning that 5.01% APY, after a month, the total interest earned would be around $40.26. And Salem 5 is a traditional American mutual savings bank founded in 1855. The bank provides financial services including private banking, checking, deposit, and savings accounts. In addition, Salem 5 Bank also offers mortgages, insurance, and commercial lending such as aviation and construction loans. And at number 2 is the VO Bank Cornerstone Money Market Savings Account at 5.02% APY. There is a minimum $100 initial deposit required to open this account. And if you wanted paper statements, they do state that it's a $5 monthly fee. But if you don't want paper statements, there's no monthly fee associated with this one. So I wanted to notate that just in case somebody wanted paper statements. This account right here stated on their website that there's a $5 monthly fee if you want to receive those. You don't have to receive those. You can go paperless and then there will be no fee, which I feel like with the online savings account, a lot of people just go paperless. I know me personally, I don't remember the last time I received a paper statement for my online savings accounts, but just in case some people may still want that. Other accounts with other banks and financial institutions have paper statements as well. I just noticed on this website for this bank, they stated that there's a $5 monthly fee associated with it. There may be fees associated with some of the other banks and financial institutions. They just didn't really notate it. So something to, if you did want paper statements, but you want to avoid a monthly fee or you want to know about it, definitely inquire about that for sure if you're selecting an online savings account and you want to know. And for an example with this one, if you had $10,000 in the VO Bank Cornerstone Money Market Savings Account at 5.02% APY, after a month, the total interest earned would be around $40.34. And VO Bank is the online bank division of MidFirst Bank, which is one of the largest privately held banks in the United States. MidFirst Bank was established in 1911 and is headquartered in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. VO Bank offers money market, savings, and CD accounts. And we have a tie here at number 1. First, we have the Redneck Bank Mega Money Market Account at 5.05% APY. There's a minimum $500 initial deposit required to open this account. And that 5.05% APY is for balances up to $100,000. And amounts over $100,000 will earn a 0.50% APY. So something just to notate here, if you're going to have over $100,000 in that amount of money would drop down to that 0.50% APY. but $100,000 or less would be getting that 5.05% APY. And for example, if you had $10,000 in the Redneck Bank Mega Money Market account at 5.05% APY, after a month, the total interest earned would be around $40.57. Redneck Bank is the internet banking division of All American Bank, which was established in Mustang, Oklahoma in 1969 as the first Mustang State Bank. Now headquartered in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Redneck Bank offers a checking account and a money market savings account. And also tied at number 1 is the Popular Direct Online Savings Account at 5.05% APY. There is a minimum $100 initial deposit required to open this account. And for an example, also with this one, same thing. If you had $10,000 in the Popular Direct Online Savings Account earning 5.05% APY, after a month, the total interest earned will be around at $40.57. And Popular Direct was launched in 2016 as an online-only bank that's a subsidiary of Popular Bank. Popular Incorporated was founded in 1893 and does business as Banco Popular in Puerto Rico and Virgin Islands, and Popular Bank in the United States. Popular Direct offers an online savings account and various term CD accounts. Popular headquarters is in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And that is it with the video of the top 10 savings accounts ranked by APY for July 2023. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Take care.